You know what's crazy? I have 4 kids and I spend almost $70,000 a year on childcare. And when I say childcare, this is a combination of full-time daycare for my 2 youngest kids, and that's about $40,000 to $42,000 a year. And then I have 2 older kids who are in 1st and 2nd grade, and they need after-school care and then summer camp. And here's the thing: I think a lot of people are like, "Wow, $70,000, that's insane. That's an insane number," and it is for sure. It's an absolutely insane number. But this is the reality of most families in our country. On average, it's like $15,000 to $20,000 per child per year, and I have 4 kids, so $70,000 is pretty on par with the average cost of childcare. And there's this misconception that once your kids turn 5, they go to kindergarten and childcare costs just disappear, but they don't. Camp for a child in the summer is anywhere between $300 to $500 a week where I live in Massachusetts. And so we're spending about $7,000 to $8,000 a summer for 2 kids in summer camp, because summer is like 10 weeks long and we're a dual income home, and I work full time. And so here's the thing. People talk about childcare as if it's this thing that only is a problem for parents, right? Like, what's the big deal? It's always been expensive. Parents should figure it out. It's an individual issue, but it's not, right? This is one of the fastest rising costs in our country. If you've ever complained about the housing market or the cost of eggs or anything like that, childcare is worse. Childcare has gone up more than all of those things. And so when parents are talking to you and saying, hey, childcare is a cost that is drowning us, they mean it. It's drowning us. It is more than our mortgage. Even if you have 1 kid, 2 kids, it is insanely expensive. It is more than most people's mortgages. It's double the rent in most states, actually all states in our country. And so when parents complain about childcare, this is what they're talking about. And when I say it's not just a parent issue, what I mean is this is impacting our economy, right? This is impacting our economy. People are leaving the workforce because they can't afford childcare. And when they leave the workforce, they can barely afford their mortgage. So they're not out spending. They're not going on vacation. It's impacting the economy, and it's disproportionately impacting women who leave the workforce when they can't afford childcare, which is amazing for us, right? And the interesting thing is, too, people are leaving the industry, right? There's no affordable childcare because there's also not a lot of childcare available, because people are shutting down daycares left and right because they can't afford to run them. They're not a profitable business, and private equity decided to get into it. So it's not like a place anybody really wants to work anyways. And then you look at the prices or the rates that we pay these people, right? They're getting $19 an hour here in the state of Massachusetts. That is not a livable wage. And that's not just to be like a preschool teacher or toddler teacher, and they deserve to be paid very well, but that's to be the director of a daycare. You're running an entire daycare, $19 an hour. Are you kidding? They'd rather go do a different job that is easier, where they get more respect, than do that job. And so childcare is an economic issue. We need safety nets in our country, social safety nets. We need infrastructure. Childcare is infrastructure. It's important to our economy, to our society. It is the backbone of our workforce. We need it. Yet people are like, oh, you knew kids were expensive. This is on you. Okay, yes. This is all on me. I forgot. Not a you problem, right? No, it's an everybody problem. It's very much an everybody problem.